saddle with the motherfucking rifle. I'ma send a nigga higher. Grandma said don't play with fire. I'm a motherfucking lighter, set the flame higher. I burn a bitch nigga down like a meth fire. Make it rain in the bitch, she shake that ass like a glitch. I hurricane in the bitch, put some rain in the bitch. I hit the bang in the bitch like I came in my bitch. Nigga lame in the bitch. I in the ditch, now you dead in the bitch. No more land with this. No more land with this bitch. Why you talk a lot of shit? He don't know I'm selling bricks. I'ma get a nigga hit like a bitch with a pimp. I'm from Memphis, I don't pimp. I sell a lot of dope like a hole on a motherfucking strip, bitch. Join pole, watch that motherfucking strip, bitch. I like a hole that can motherfucking strip, bitch. I'm at the crib watching wife when she script, bitch. I tell them give us all the cash and make them script, bitch. You know I make a lot of cash on the strip, bitch. Ask your mama about my past, watch it deal quick. I'm in the fan in this idol with the motherfucking rifle. I'ma send a nigga higher. I'ma say don't play with fire. I'm a motherfucking lighter, set the flame higher. I burn a bitch nigga down like a meth fire. I'm with the fan, my sniper with them hollows hit a nigga, make him dead like he on fire. Nigga set on hell fire. I'm a motherfucking lighter, set the flame higher. I burn a bitch nigga down like a meth fire. Yeah, I'ma do that for my BDs and my BDs. Free my nigga Leaf, get you penitentiary. He just see the money, he don't see it in it, so he can't see it in it. I'm trying to see him spin it. I wanna see my nigga ball, no pass interference. I'm trying to paint the court red if the judge tripping. BD, how you feeling? Selling out when independent, and my pocket's out, and so is my business. I just picked up a whole thing from Mississippi. I'm selling crack, saying hardback. I'm telling J's no cutbacks. I'm trying to see her throw that ass crack. Baby, throw that ass back. Show me where to put the Jackson at. See faces on a little nigga. I'm not a Mason, but I roll with him. At the club like a waiter and a bartender. She make a mad, she bounce like we ball shrivel. I like my bitch out like trap beer, nigga. I sell hard beginning to end the year, nigga. If the feds watching, I'ma disappear, nigga. Yeah, I'm in the fan in this idol with the motherfucking rifle. I'ma send a nigga higher. Grandma said don't play with fire. I'm a motherfucking lighter. I burn a bitch nigga down like a meth fire. I'm with the fan, he my sniper. With them hollows hit a nigga, make him dead like he on fire. Grandma said don't play with fire. I'm a motherfucking lighter, set the flame higher. I burn a bitch nigga down like a meth fire. Tracestin mejor. Good, y'all. Yeah. Good. Baby. My family out and coming holding off for that. My family out and Memphis holding off. Baby. Shani, baby, where you going? Throw that at back, then not horn. Baby, where you going? Throw that at back, then not horn. Baby, you going? Throw that at back, then not horn. Baby, where you going? Throw that at back, then not horn. She a devil in that red thong. Look at them little horns. The way she doing that, make she feel like this a porn. The way she doing that, make she coulda had my porn. I'ma throw some cash, baby, throw that at some more. I'ma throw some cash, baby, throw that at some more. I'ma throw some cash, baby, throw that at some more. I'ma throw some cash, baby, throw that at some more. Baby, down all through the crib, baby, till that pussy torn. Drop it, make it bounce. You an ass clapping whore. You know what I'm about. I'ma buy ass Dior. Baby, throw that ass till you make a nigga poor. Baby, throw that ass. Let me see it take a tour. Baby, try me like Biggie. I'ma fuck Diddy. I got the juice. Oh, I'm Tupac in my city. Baby, where you going? Throw that at back, then not horn. Baby, where you going? Throw that at back, then not devil in that red dome. Looking through the horns, baby, the way she throwing that, man, she coulda had my born. The way she throwing that, baby, feel like it's a porn. I'ma throw that ass, baby, throw that ass some more. Baby, throw that ass some more. That bitch bigger than the store. Baby, bigger than the door. Bigger than the door. It's a second year stripper, she a sophomore. Little whole bad bitch to the fucking core. I'ma take her ass shopping for that microphone. Baby, make that ass drop to the fucking floor. Baby, make that ass clap like revolving door. I'm sending crack, outer crack till her ass sore. Baby, where you going? Throw that back, that's not horn. Baby, where you going? Throw that back, that's not horn.
Y'all come on in. We're gonna get ready to get into it in a minute. Give everybody a little bit more time to get in. Y'all make sure y'all like the video, comment down below, and subscribe to the channel to become a part of the family.
Baby, throw that ass some more. I'ma throw some cash, baby, throw that ass some more. I'ma throw some cash, baby, throw that ass some more. Baby, where you going? Throw that ass back, baby, not horn. Baby, where you going? Throw that ass back, baby, not horn. Baby, throw that ass back, baby, not horn. Baby, where you going? Throw that ass back, baby, not horn.
Y'all come on in.
And my family out and pumpkin hard, no. What they know?
Crazy with this one.
Huh? Yeah. I said, brother taught me to listen, big girl taught me the vision. Rather taught me to business, many raised them children. All of that shit taught me the shit, but I don't talk to the feds. Time I got caught up, number one, I was with my nigga, shooting dice with some real killers. Everybody had ammunition. Go small part of niggas, they did 1700 in my motherfucking hand. These niggas trip. Mama said it's like keep fucking with the land, I be in prison. Semi-automatic sit, make a nigga act different. H-Town, make a nigga come piss. Make my bitch hit the stash spot, drop it off at reach. Get money with 5 dudes. Smith, throw my nigga reaches. 17 days, 25 G's off the cone. Oh, these niggas ain't us, I put them C's on their shoulder. I put them down, bitches won't get. I tell that bitch, you gotta throw it, gotta suck it. Mama taught me to listen, uncle taught me the vision, auntie taught me the business. Granny raising children, that shit taught me to struggle. But I don't talk to the feds. When I say shit, I mean it. Bitch, I mean what I said. I was born in February, right after Lincoln. They tried to give me papers till 40, that shit was illegal. They tried to move me out to Vegas, I was like, hell no. Bitch, I'm from Memphis and I ain't going less Memphis, hell no. I was on Big J, a bitch tried to set me up. Put me to the cut, 4 niggas all black. You know that I had to duck. 2400 on me, you know I had bad luck. And I had my stick up on me, he knew that, he set me up. That's why I'm king than these bitch niggas running up in the scat pack, running up, black, done a backpack, a fat rat, shut a fat rat. Mob on my letter, 20 miles, gang pass a settlement, knock him, let him in, I leave him where he is, who represent what it is, until the very end. Kill him, you won't, no hole, kill him, you won't, no hole. I just dump in them high lows, have them singing them high notes. Mama taught me to listen, uncle taught me the vision, auntie taught me the business, granny raising children. That shit taught me struggle, but I don't talk to the feds. When I say shit, I mean it, bitch, I mean what I said. When I say shit, I mean it, bitch, I mean what I said. When I say shit, I mean it, bitch, I mean what I said. That shit taught me to struggle, but I don't talk to the feds. When I say shit, I mean it, bitch, I mean what I said. When I say shit, I mean it, bitch, I mean that shit, When I say shit, I mean it, bitch, I mean that shit,
Yeah, 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 yeah. What it do, my people? Yes, sir. It's your boy, Black back again. You already know it. I was gonna say black again. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna say that. It's your boy, Black again. Yeah. Same thing as back again, except we doing it black again. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, 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 yeah. It's your boy back again. We doing it black again. Huh? What's up, y'all? Yeah. You know what this is. This is Blockstar Image Analytics. They know what we are. We are Blockstar Analysts. And what do we do here? We analyze the fuck out of some shit. I thank you, chat, and I love you, chat, for joining us. Um, Listen, man, you know what it is, man, and you know who this is. We talking about Nolan Wales right now, huh? Rest in peace to Nolan Wales. His funeral will be Monday. His homegoing celebration. My condolences go out to his mom and his dad. These some good ass people. Nah, these people good, right? My condolences go out to them. They lost their son, and he was such a young age, right? Not only was he a young age, he didn't deserve it. He lost his life, and he didn't deserve to lose his life. Nolan Wales, much respect to you, brother. May you rest in peace. Yeah, so chat, I want to start off by saying that this is um, a real touchy subject for me. Nolan Wells. Yes. Out of all the stories that we covered here at Blockstyle MS Analytics, I must say that Nolan Wells' story has been the one that touched me the most. And when I say that, I'm not lying. I'm not just, I'm not just saying it as a personality. I'm not just saying it to get draws and clicks and likes. Now, this Nolan Wells subject, it's been very touchy for me. I've shedded tears for this brother and his family almost 3, 4 times. Unintentionally, I've shared tears for Nolan and his family at least 4 times talking about this subject unintentionally. That's how I know it's touching. That's how I know. Um, and then look at what's this Officer Tatum? Officer Tatum. Hey, this the same nigga that I saw speak up. Nah, this nigga on some Charleston white shit. This the same nigga I saw speak up for Jeff Metcalf after he made those racist ass comments out there in Texas. Yeah, this Officer Tatum guy spoke up for him. Supposed to be a black police officer. He spoke up for a white man after the white man made some racist ass comments. Yeah. It's crazy. Against his own people. Now this nigga taking news interviews trying to talk about being Crump, Al Sharpton, and Nolan's parents said they pushing a race card, pushing a race agenda, whatever the fuck he said. We gonna listen to the interview, right? And then we have a black woman that took an interview with Officer Tatum on what was it? Was it ABC? ABC News? Or it was Fox News? I believe it may have been Fox News. So the Officer Tatum guy from um he's from the Carmelo Anthony case, but he's not an officer that was involved in the Carmelo Anthony's case. He's a retired police officer in Texas, black guy, that speaks on cases against the black community when he feel like they throwing a race card in a situation that the race card should be thrown. Man, this black woman, she speaks up. She speaks up for being crunk. She speaks up for his parents. She speaks up for the community, not just black, but the white community too. That's standing behind Nolan and his family. Cause let's admit it, a lot of people from the white community has been coming out while this case is going on and been saying that they're dangerous themselves. White people have been coming out saying that they're dangerous and black people shouldn't hang around. Now, I don't pay too much attention to shit like that because sometimes the shit be AI generated. Right? We know that Google them use AI and shit now. I was sitting up here looking at a motherfucking Instagram that had been made at least months ago. Old black woman. AI generated. I mean, this wasn't even a real old black woman. I mean, she's not real. Right? It's just as robotic as hell. With one of them AI voiceover programs. Officer Tatum, you retired now, so it's free game. I can talk about you. I can roast you. I can check you, and law enforcement wouldn't do anything to save your ass. Huh, Officer Tatum? Law enforcement wouldn't do anything to save your ass if I put you off in this roast fest. Yeah, Officer Tatum, you come all the way from Texas with your little podcast from talking about the Carmelo Anthony case, saying Carmelo Anthony did deserve 35 years and you a whole black man, supposed black man. And you want to see an innocent young black boy that possibly made a mistake. Possibly. We don't say allegedly here. And the reason why I say possibly made a mistake is because he has an appellate team of 6 motherfucking lawyers practicing under the law of pro bono. And they bought out a 200-page affidavit and appeal that has obviously worked. Yeah, because Carmelo Anthony just got a new judge. He just got a new judge. But I got this interview from Officer Tatum, right? I got this interview from Officer Tatum.
Holding off for that. And my family out at Memphis holding off.
I'm finna find this interview right quick. Okay, here it is. Here's the interview with ABC News. Um, let's see, what does this say? Okay, and I'm gonna show you how racist the TV makes this, right? What's up, y'all? What's up, y'all? Come on in, like the video, everybody, as you come in, and subscribe to the channel. Now, let me show you, because we talking about Nolan Wells. But right now, y'all come on in, like the video, subscribe to the channel. Yeah, we talking about Nolan Wells. But right now, we're finna get into the video. The sound clip that aired earlier today or um, of Officer Brandon Tatum, right? This is a retired black police officer from from Texas, from Austin Metcalf's and Carmelo Metcalf's neighborhood, right from their community out there in Texas. Um, Officer Brandon Tatum is a retired black police officer. He has a podcast out there. When Carmelo Anthony got sentenced and Jeff Metcalf, Austin's Metcalf father, made those racist comments about Carmelo Anthony, calling him a watermelon felon, and black people started bashing him for it because he knew it was racist before he said it, right? The black guy, Officer Tatum, on this podcast, he stood up for Jeff Metcalf and his racist comments, right? And he said that black people were wrong for siding with Carmelo Anthony. I mean, he sounded damn near like he was white and racist, Officer Tatum did, when he was talking about the situation. Now, since the case is making it somewhere, since Ben Crump and Al Sharpton has gotten on top of the case for Nolan Wells' family, the news, Fox News, want to throw the narrative even more, right? And they want to side with the race side and then push it off on Carmelo Anthony's family and their attorney, Ben Crump, and say that they're pushing the race narrative. But that's not what they're doing, right? Plus, there was a black woman, right? They won't disclose her name. They didn't put the black woman's name on the description of the Fox News interview. They only had Officer Brandon Tatum's name on there, right? Because he was speaking up for the white people that was racist in the situation. And basically bashing Carmelo, not Carmelo, but bashing Nolan Wells' mom and dad and Ben Crump and Al Sharpton. Like, that shit crazy. What's up, Marie? What's up, Bailey? White people. What would they be called? Cheeseburger felons. What's up, Brantley? Brantley Hill. Y'all like the video? Thank you for showing the love. Thank you for coming down below. Y'all like the video? Comment down below and subscribe to the channel. Yeah, but I guess that's what they be called, Bailey Smith 859. Bailey Smith 859 said, what will white people be called? Cheeseburger felons? since Carmelo. Since Carmelo Anthony was called a watermelon felon. Oh man. Yeah, I do too, Maria. I like it already too. uh, for sure, Bailey Smith. You a genius. You just came up with something pretty nice. Pretty nice, Bailey Smith. You're a fucking genius. You're a fucking genius, Bailey. Um, yeah. Bailey asked what would white people be called since white people call Carmelo Anthony a watermelon felon. And what will white people be called? Cheeseburger felons. Shout out to all my white people, all my white friends. If you're in the chat, if you're in the comment a cheeseburger down below for the saying cheeseburger felons. Shout out to Bailey for that one. Um, what's up, Metavision CapCut? You're number one because you've been commenting the most. For sure, Maria. Maria number Maria number two because she's commenting a lot, but you're commenting way more than her. I would say um for every one comment that she's putting and allowing other comments to go through the feed, and then a little bit later she'll put another comment or give me time to answer her question. Once I answer her question, then she'll put another comment. You might hit me with one question, three comments, or one question in three comments, or three questions as one question, but four or five comments. So because your comments are constantly hitting like that, you're number one. And it looks like Metavision and Maria is out for the battle. And Metaverse's comments again. And Maria just previously commented behind Metaverse. But she's still trailing as number two. Metaverse is coming in strong at number one. Here's Maria again with the response. Here she is with another one. Oh, and Metaverse cuts her off with one more. Oh, she hits him back. He hits her back. He hits her with the, oh, I'm number one. She hits him right back with a, I'm number two. Oh, and it's cutting close, people. Ooh, she hit him hard with a, but I'm still a 10. She's a baddie. Oh, and CapCut comes back with a ha. And she comes back with a ha. And Metavision comes back with a sure ha. And she comes back with a yeah, I'm a 10. Always will be. Ow! She killing him. Oh man, and we thought she was gonna take number one right then. And then he came back with a are you sure? Oh, Maria double taps him. Hits him in with two comments at one time. And this is the Olympics of the chat box. Oh, and Christian comes in and shits on everyone. Metavision comes back with two comments. Maria comes back with a double comment. Oh, she hit us with a triple. And Metaverse comes back with another one. Basically. Ooh wee. Yeah. We was just at the China Olympics. Maria And Metavision CapCut is battling it out right now for number one in the chat box. Metavision holds the lead. Maria holds that strong second position. She's right on his fucking heels. And that's just the fun. That's just a little fun we have here, goddammit. Everyone who's just coming in, like the video. Don't forget to comment down below and stay active. We enjoying ourselves. Shout out to Maria and shout out to Metavision CapCut. Metavision CapCut is number one in the chat box. Maria is number two. And they come in pretty strong. What's up, Snapshot Sniper? No, we're not talking about 50 Cent. Talking about Nolan Wells. We're talking about the interview that just came out with on Fox News with retired officer Brandon Tatum from out of Texas, out of Austin Metcalf's and Carmelo Anthony's community. He was there to support Carmelo's family at the trial and everything. Not Carmelo's family, but Austin's family at the trial. And he's basically trying to talk down on Crump and Nolan Wells' mom and dad in this situation in an interview on Fox News. They have a black woman on there that's also taking an interview alongside him. That's for Nolan Wells' family and Ben Crump. She's on there and she's standing up for us strong, right? She's giving him an ass whooping with a belt. Yeah, on this interview, she pretty much gave him an ass whooping, right? It's Katie Pavlich, Fox News anchor Katie Pavlich, the white woman. No offense, right? I'm not trying to be racist. I'm just letting you all know her gender and her race. As a news anchor on Fox News. This is the big Fox News, right? Because everybody got a Fox News. She pretty much puts Brandon Tatum, retired officer Brandon Tatum name in the description of the video. She puts her own name, but she don't disclose the black woman's name. And that's only because the black woman was standing up for Nolan Wells' family and Ben Crump. Y'all like the video and subscribe to the channel. No, play nice. Okay, so let's play this interview from Fox News.
To the tragic case of Nolan Wells and the continued unanswered questions. Yesterday, we told you about newly released audio that the boat Wells was on broke down and needed assistance. That call came in around 4:30 p.m. And while, according to the Wells family and their attorney, Ben Crump, the teen was last seen on the island around 3 p.m. And they insist that they don't believe their son would intentionally stay behind on his own. Wells' mother, Christine Wansley, turned to social media and shared video of how she's dealing with the loss of her son. Watch.
This loss, this grief, this pain, it's different. It's insurmountable. And then it's like you get these flood of emotions all at different times, and
this
grief is so multi-layered. You know, 1 second I might be okay and I can talk about.
Yeah, this Nolan Wells' mother actually just really expressing. This was a one-on-one video post that she made. just with her and her subscribers, I believe, on Facebook or whatever. Um, and she was talking to the world of moms and dads who have lost a child, who can understand what they're going through, who's actually been through what they're going through, who's actually going through right now what they're going through if they lost a child. So she was talking to Nolan Wells' mom, was talking to all of those people, right? And she was pretty emotional, right? Katie Palvich, Fox News anchor, she's the one who's playing this video, right? In this sound clip of Nolan Wells' mom, because she's finna ask Officer Brandon Tatum from Texas. She's finna ask him his opinion on it. She's finna ask the black woman that's an advocate for Ben Crump's law firm, right? Who Ben Crump got justice for her and her little cousin or little brother, um, losing their life to gang violence. Yeah, yeah. So while Officer Brandon Tatum was bashing Ben Crump, saying, "Y'all coming in, go and like the video, subscribe to the channel." While Officer Tatum was coming in, bashing Ben Crump, saying Ben Crump only grabs, he plays the race card the whole time because he only grabs cases where a black kid has killed a white kid, um, or white kid killed a black kid because he's doing it for money. And we all know that's not true because um, he volunteered his services to help the parents. He volunteered. He gave that to them as not two black parents that lost a child, but as two parents that lost a child. Ben Crump gave his services, rendered his services over to them. He don't have to say it's pro bono. We already know it is. That's why he called up Al Sharpton and asked him, "Hey, can you get some heavy hitters to fund us, to sponsor us through this Nolan Wells investigation?" And Al Sharpton said, "Yeah, damn right. Damn right I can get you some heavy hitters, brother. Let me call around and I hit you right back." That man probably had a list of 10 people in his head that he knew would help Al Sharpton. He called 7 people. 3 of them picked up. Tyler Perry, Colin Kaepernick. Come on now. Y'all know this. We know this. Right? But man, listen to this nigga though. How you do that shit? Retired Officer Brandon Tatum, how the fuck do you do that shit? How the fuck do you live with yourself and go to sleep at night? Yeah, tell me how. How? This shit is crazy. How you gonna be on their side, G? Officer Brandon Tatum, how are you on their side? How? Yeah, I appreciate that, Meta Vision. And Maria, I appreciate that. Yeah, this nigga think he a smart ass. Shut the Voots, Vods, whatever the fuck your name is. Thank you, Maria. Okay, so let's get back up into this sound bite. And I swear you can get a full clip, not sound bite.
About things, and I can listen to his stories, and then the next minute I am falling apart, and I feel like I can't breathe, and I feel like there is an elephant just sitting.
Hey, y'all know the Fugo Skittles, the spicy Skittles. Y'all know that's like my favorite candy of all time right now, right? Y'all know I love spicy candy. I wanted to show y'all the new spicy candy that I got. It's by Jolly Rancher. Jolly Rancher bought out some spicy candy. So this is my favorite Skittles right here, y'all. Y'all see the hot level right there? The hot level is 2. Y'all try these. These are the fucking best. When I say hot, the more you eat them, the hotter they get, right? But I got some even hotter candy. Jolly Rancher Heat Wave Gummies. Spicy and sweet. When I say these mother lovers are hot, and they got the tahini seasoning in them. Made by Jolly Rancher. Them just look all spicy with the seasoning on it and chili pepper on the outside. Man, I love hot candy. All right, y'all. So we finna get back into the clip with Officer Brandon Tatum and his bullshit on Fox News and the Fox News anchor. Katie Palvitt. She's taking up for him against the black woman because the black woman is defending Ben Crump and Nolan's parents because Officer Brandon is trying to say that they playing the race card. The race card got played when 3 white boys didn't speak up for what they know truly happened to their so-called friend. And why do I say so-called? It's because if I'm somebody's friend and they come up missing and then they come up dead, I'm doing everything in my power to find out what happened. Especially if I'm the last person they was with. So their family have validation and know I had nothing to do with it. But these people haven't made this effort. And they stand behind their parents and allow their parents to make their statements. But their parents don't really even know the situation like they do. Y'all like the video, subscribe to the channel. I thank y'all for all the support in here. Let's go and play this sound bite. And I swear that you can get a full clip, not a sound bite. Shout out to Weezy.
On my chest.
Just absolutely heartbreaking for the family. We hope we can get them some answers too. Joining me now and soon. Joining me now is Revolt News Chief Political Correspondent Tracestin Figaro and former police officer and host of Officer.
That's the black woman's name, Tracestin Figaro. Sounds like she might have some Haitian in her family, if not in her blood, with the last name Figaro. But yeah, let's get into it. Um, but her name was not disclosed on the description of the video. Just Officer Brandon Tatum, and we're finna see why. We're finna see how. I'm finna show you how the news stations are pushing the narrative that this is the race card. They're trying to play the race card. They're trying to play the race card. All of that shit. Man, shut the fuck up. Somebody died. A kid died. And his parents need all the support that they can get. We ain't pulling no fucking race card. We're supporting the parents of Nolan Well, young black kid who just passed. Y'all like the video, comment down below, and subscribe to the channel.
Tatum show, Brandon Tatum. Great to see both of you. Thanks for being here. So, Brandon, let's start with you. Just from a law enforcement perspective, what do you make of the timeline, the lack of answers, what maybe occurred here?
Well, I think the first thing is that these activists came in and brought in information or lies about circumstances to make people question the law enforcement.
Now, this nigga just said, I'm talking about, this is about the activists. Nigga, this is not about the activists. This is about a young black kid named Nolan Wells. You dumbass Brandon Tatum. I didn't give no fuck about the Tatum show. Yeah, this is Blockstar MS Analytics. We don't give a fuck about the Tatum show, Officer Tatum. Why you sitting there talking about some motherfucking rah-rah this and rah-rah that and rah-rah, blase, bitch. Yeah, you making me mad, my guy. You getting me angry, my guy. Fuck is wrong with you, Officer Tatum? Nigga, no, you call it the race card because you don't understand what you seeing. You don't understand what you hearing. You hearing a group of black people and white people that's upset and angry at the situation that 3 young white boys could go out with a young black boy and he come up missing and later on discovered dead. And the sheriff's station can take a press conference right after they find his dead body and say, we don't believe there's been any foul play. Then Mama Judge can come on TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, wherever the fuck she went on, and she can talk about the situation. Even though she's not the mother whose child just died. Nolan's mother is. So, at the end of the day, I gotta ask my chat, why the fuck are we supporting someone who don't even care? Why are we doing it? Because of the algorithm. Because of the long term. Right? Because of the long term. The more we do it, the more we're staying in there, the more we receive. So let's hear what bitch ass Tatum had to say.
Enforcement officers have already done an autopsy. They've already investigated. There's no sign of foul play. And one thing that's very interesting that I just found out recently is that it wasn't a situation where you have Nolan Wells and 4 of the kids at an island. There's thousands of people there. There's hundreds of different boats. So him staying...
Nigga, there was not thousands of people there. Officer Brandon Tatum, the island is not that big for thousands of people to be there. They be packed on that fucking island like sardines if 1,000 people was there. If 1,000 people was on that island, the fucking island will probably sink because way too much. That's how fucking small the island is. So for you to be a retired police officer, Brandon Tatum on the fucking Tatum show, for you to be a retired police officer, you are pretty fucking unintelligent and dumb, my guy. It was suspected and said that there was no foul play before the investigation even took place. After they just found his dead body, they launched that in the press conference. So get your fucking facts straight, Officer Tatum. You know why? Because here at Blockstar MS Analytics, we have our facts very straight. We can combat your statements, your debates, anything right off the bat. Don't think of we smoking blunts over here that we can't combat your shit right off the bat, my nigga. The blunts don't do shit to our brain. The blunts just give us Chinese highs. Shout out to all my Chinese females. I call them China dolls. So shout out to all my China dolls. Yeah. For real, for real. Y'all who coming in, y'all like the video, subscribe to the channel. Let's get back into the clip.
And behind, while some of his other friends went back to the mainland, wasn't that suspicious. I really wish that the family would focus on Nolan Wells' life, focus on the investigation, and let the police do their job instead of interjecting race into this situation, and it's completely unnecessary.
Listen to what the fuck he just said about Nolan Wells' family. They ain't injected race once. We may have
Nolan Wells and 4 of the kids at
they listen to what this man just said about Austin's parents. My bad, not Austin's parents, about Nolan's parents. Nolan's parents never interjected race in this damn situation. They have remained neutral. But us as YouTubers, we probably inserted race. And that's one thing I can say. You cannot blame Nolan's parents for what the internet does. You cannot blame his parents for what the internet does. I tell you one thing, here on YouTube, as a part of the internet, we control the narrative. Yeah, if one individual on YouTube covers a situation and then everyone starts hopping on that same situation, it builds a new algorithm which allows even more people to know about the situation, because YouTube pushed this shit and YouTube put this shit on the front end. That's one of the reasons YouTube can partner in with so many people that monetize, and they can pay so much for people who have their shit monetized. We halfway there. We almost at 400 subscribers, and we've been going for almost 4.5 weeks strong, I believe. No. Yeah. 4. But yeah, he said, Officer Brandon Tatum said, I wish Nolan's family would stop inserting a race card. Nigga, they ain't inserted shit. We did that here on YouTube. Yeah, YouTube streamers, we responsible for that. And I take all that responsibility. Let's get back up into this sound bite. And I swear you can get a full clip, not a sound bite. Shout out to Weezy.
Island. There's thousands of people there. There's hundreds of different boats. So him staying behind while
there was not over or near 1,000 people on Horn Island. Horn Island was not that big. And there wasn't hundreds of boats. It was less than 100 boats. But it looked like it could have been at least 100 boats.
some of his other friends went back to the mainland, wasn't that suspicious. I really wish that the family would focus on Nolan Wells' life, focus on the investigation, and let the police do.
Hold on. Officer Brandon Tatum. How can you say you wish that Nolan Wells' family would focus on this life? Bitch, he dead. He ain't got no life no more. He ain't got a life that his family can focus on no fucking more. All they can see is a death that they didn't see replay over and over and over and over in their fucking heads, man. And for you to get on TV like that and say that about that family, man, you real fucked up. Awesome. How do you honor clickbait, nigga? Clickbait be the lie. That shit crazy, man. It's very crazy. This man is literally bashing the E4 family. They didn't do shit, my nigga. They lost the kid. Man, the E4 is really fighting over this first place. In the chat box, Metavision remained number 1. Damn, Maria, you dropped down to number 3. Who the fuck else come in more than you? What's up, Kane Cooper? You a Dustin Maria.
Their job instead of interjecting race into this situation, and it's completely unnecessary to be there at this point.
So, Teslin, you've worked with Ben Crump. You have valuable insight into how he operates. You're not speaking for him tonight, but what do you think about the timeline and whether it determines whether Nolan was still alive before the boat left the island, like his friends insist?
Yeah, thank you, Katie. I'm speaking as a mom, of a 19-year-old. In the same way Officer Tatum wishes that people would not insert lies, I wish Officer Tatum would allow the investigation, the independent investigation, to run its course. You don't know, Mr. Tatum, what has been talked about in this investigation. It has not been complete, and people have not came forward to say what happened with Nolan Wells. So I actually do believe his parents when they said that they taught their son to leave with whoever you came with. So for you to make the accusations that is a lie when they're burying their son on Monday is quite frankly to be disgusting, Officer Tatum.
Well,
and I'm ashamed.
Thank you. Look at him. Officer Tatum, he ready to argue with the woman. Man, I appreciate that, y'all. I do. I appreciate how the likes just jumped up 3 likes at once. All together, man, shit just jumped up 3 likes. There y'all go. I fuck with y'all. And because I noticed it, and I just missed it. It just jumped up 4 likes. That's what I love, y'all. Thank y'all for the support. I appreciate it. Uh, I'm not playing when I'm bringing this news to y'all, when I'm coming back to y'all. But she finna get up on his ass. He ready to cut her off. Yeah, Officer Tatum is ready to cut this woman off. He ready to fight now. What you fighting for? Because you ain't fighting for Nolan. Brandon Tatum. No one outside of that community out there in Texas gives a fuck. Some show podcast, my guy. Until you talk down on your podcast about Carmelo Anthony. Now you want to bring your comments in on a situation where a young black kid dies. My nigga, you don't deserve to chime in on it, Brandon. You don't fuck with young black kids, especially the ones that make mistakes. That shit crazy, man. Motherfucker be, and as black people, man, we be so fucking against each other. How? How? I'm brown, you brown, man. How? That shit, it don't just pain me, it sickens me, my guy.
I hope that you're paying attention to this because there's a lot of information that have come out, and I've gotten firsthand knowledge about some things that have happened on that island, and people are going to be ashamed of themselves for sitting here lying and pushing racism in this circumstance.
Well,
Yeah, I don't know what happened, but I do know. I'll let you finish. I'll let you speak. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. Go ahead. I'm just saying I got firsthand knowledge too. But as we're talking about right now, as we're talking about right now, you made the accusation that there were lies, that race has been interjected. Like I said last week, if people don't want people to speculate, then investigate. So this
Well, that was good. Brandon, let's talk about that. Let's talk about that topic because Ben Crump is notorious and has been criticized by people who have used him in the past for their cases of being an ambulance chaser, pushing a narrative that fits.
Now, this is the thing. Katie Pavich, you fucking lying. No. Fox News anchor Katie Pavich, you're fucking lying. Ben Crump ain't been criticized by nobody that he did work for. No family that he did work for. And every family that he did work for, mostly pro bono, he got them a nice ass sum and shut down the police department or something in their city. Defunded police or the fireman's pension. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's what these billionaires do. All fucking day. Who number one? My guy, you still number one. Yeah, Katie O, yeah, she is still a good ass artist.
The racial lens that he wants it to. You've talked about this on your podcast and how you believe young black men are unfortunately killed every single day. And people like Ben Crump and Al Sharpton just highlight certain stories that benefit them rather than the families.
Well, let's keep it real. This is all about money.
Nigga, this ain't all about money, nigga. This is all about fucking fame. If you want to say that it's some shit that Ben Crump and Al Sharpton is doing to highlight their sales, then it's about the fame. Because Nolan Wells' family ain't have no money to pay for the damn lawyer, for the expensive ass lawyer fees, extra autopsy, which costs over $100,000. Fucking $5 million towards the funeral that Tyler Perry giving. That's why they're gonna have it at their municipal park. They're gonna have the funeral at the church for the family, right? And then we go into the park. They ain't gonna sit down and eat and cry. They got the park in they city to throw Nolan a homegoing party. We was gonna try to make it, but it's just too soon. We don't have enough time to prepare, let alone enough days. So we gotta be smart and vigilant. Boy, this candy hot in a motherfucker. Let's finish this clip off. And I swear that you can get a full clip, not a sound bite.
Benjamin Crump will never show up to a kid's funeral or say anything about a kid that's killed by another black kid. But if there's an opportunity to interject racism into a situation where there's no evidence of racism, Benjamin Crump will be there to do it. What is his end goal? He's not a criminal attorney. So he's not going to help the family get justice on a criminal level. He's a civil rights attorney. You don't need a civil rights attorney in a case where you're wondering if the investigation is going right for your son, unless you believe this has.
This nigga just said Ben Crump is not a criminal defense attorney. Right? He said he's not a criminal defense attorney. He's not a defense attorney. He's a civil rights attorney. Bitch. He's an attorney. That's all that matters. Fuck what kind of attorney he is. Because if you know anything about the Ben Crump law firm out there in Austin, Texas, Officer Brandon Tatum, which is stupid ass, you would know that he don't just hire all the lawyers that he hired become civil rights lawyers, right? But he hires criminal defense lawyers, right? Embezzlement lawyers, offshore account, finance lawyers. I was finna say offshore account lawyers. Offshore account lawyers. Really? Really, Blockstock? Man, what is wrong with me? All right, let's finish this sound clip, y'all. And I swear you can get a full clip, not a sound bite. Shout out to Weezy, baby.
Let him finish, and then I'll let you talk. Okay, let him finish his point, and then I'll let you respond.
He's going on a diatribe. So
no, he's not. He's speaking, and I'll let you respond as soon as he's done making his point.
Katie, I'll let the young lady go. Go ahead. I would love to hear what you.
And then you hear how Katie just tried to cut the young black woman off and like let him go. You had your turn, and we finish what he's saying. And then he chimes in, Katie, it's okay. I'll let the young black lady talk. Let her talk. Here you go, Katie. Okay. All right. It's crazy, y'all. I just be sitting back thinking of, because sometimes you just have to stop. You know what I'm saying? Like when I be having my pauses and I just be thinking on situations, and sometimes I go too deep. I'm just like, what would make Officer Tatum from the Tatum podcast get on this shit and do this and talk down on his own people? Boy, you got some fucking issues, my guy. Like, I don't talk down on my people unless they do something stupid or irresponsible. Pat Johnson, he said, I am proud. I'm a proud racist atheist. This nigga just made me stop and be like, hold on, nigga. Like, stop playing. Y'all like the video and subscribe to the channel. Um, Thank you, Maria and MetaVision. Cause I was sure finna read that nigga comment again and react to his comment and show the chat how that shit just made me do the I'm finna whoop your ass pause. Yeah, I just did the I'm finna whoop your ass pause. For sure, for sure. Like Drake say, for sure, for sure. For sure, for sure. Here we say for sure. Out here in Memphis, for sure, for sure. You know what I'm saying? For sure, for sure. Homie.
You got to say to that.
Go right
Thank
ahead.
you, Officer. Thank you. Well, let's just once again, speaking about things that you don't know about. Katie, you set it up with talking about being Crump being notorious for race baiting. I could name a couple of things that Officer Tatum here is also notorious for. So let's be careful on how we.
We don't need these personal attacks.
I'm gonna finish my statement. I'm gonna finish my statement, and let me also correct you on something else, Mr. Tatum. When you said being Crump would never show up for a black kid that was murdered by a black kid. My cousin Jordan Turner, who was 19 and was murdered by another black kid that also went away with his friends and never returned home, guess who showed up? Attorney Benjamin Crump. I know you're looking confused. See, this is why.
Yeah. Now she just put him on blast. Now watch how he combat that. Boy, when you catch a motherfucker in a lie, boy, they always have another lie right behind that. When you catch a motherfucker in a lie, and they narcissists with the lies, they showing a narcissistic personality. When they show that, take it as true and get on their ass. Like our sister right here getting on motherfucking Brandon Tatum's ass. Cause he playing. Yeah, the zesty pose. Nah, we ain't gonna chill. Nah, we gotta get on Brandon Tatum's ass. Do you hear the shit he's saying? What is wrong with this nigga? Talking about race baiting and all of this shit. No, my guy, that's not how it go, Tatum. You fucking fool.
No, was that related to black people? That was black people involved in his death?
Yep, absolutely, absolutely.
Okay, that's
and
one.
They were convicted.
And we didn't hear about it plastered all over the media. That's a big difference.
This is why you don't know. This is why you should speak of what you know and not what you heard. So again, when it comes down to Nolan, I ask that we use this time to ask people to come forward and speak about what they know. The young man did not come home, Brandon. He didn't come home. So let's use this time, instead of focusing on what people are saying in the comments, let's continue to stay in.
Brandon, I mean, Ben Crump is the one making this conversation in the media. Ben Crump is the one making this conversation in the media. He's the one putting.
They don't even want to allow her to speak. See, because they trying to push the narrative and they trying to put like a bad name on Trump's name. I mean, on Ben Crump's name. Just like they did Trump. They trying to put a bad name on Crump like they did Trump. Huh? Huh? They said Trump a bad president. Right? How many of you got ass whoopings when you were young by your parents? And when you were young, you used to call your parents bad parents because they whooped your ass. Right? These same people that give to you, they whooped your ass. And you call them bad parents. But in actuality, they weren't bad parents. They was the ones that gave to you, took care of you, right? Trump is the only president that ever gave every American citizen some money towards their finances and their living expenses, right? And America, if we are the children and all 50 presidents, 50 something presidents is the parents. The only good parent I see in this situation would be Trump. It's because he's the only one who gave his kids something out of his pocket. Everybody else filled their own pockets up. Everyone else put us in recessions. Huh? Trump took us out of recessions. We ain't had a fucking recession since Trump has been in the White House. Did you guys notice that when he came in, his first 4 terms, he took us out of recession that the Obama administration left us in. He took us out of that by inflating the economy, by giving us free money to go, be able to go and spend. Some people had lost their jobs. Yeah, some people lost their jobs after the Obama administration left the White House and gave all those tax breaks to these big corporate companies to move their companies overseas. Firestone, Kimberly-Clark, which is Scott Tissue. All these big companies moved their machines overseas. So people like me, people like our granddads, people like our uncles that are machine operators and press operators, the highest paid in the warehouse, because that's manufacturing. Us machine operators are the ones who make the product that the company sells. So that's why it's the highest manufacturing anywhere you work. Even in the warehouse, even if you're not a machine operator like me and your uncles and your granddads. Even if you're not, you're on the floor, you're assembling the tissue that we press on the press. You're packaging the tissue, you're palletizing the tissue and shit like that. You see us, you hear about us, we always happy because our money up. Yeah, machine operators start off $26 to $32 an hour. That's where we start off at. Everybody else started off in the 10s and 12s and 16s and 18s. We start damn near $30 an hour. So Obama administration gave all those $1 million and $1 billion corporations tax breaks to move their companies overseas, which took our jobs as machine operators away from us. Yeah. The people, the assembly people and the palletizing people, shipping and all of that, y'all might have lost y'all job, but y'all was able to get another job because more distribution companies and warehouses move into the city. But those distribution warehouses and companies that take a fluctuation of intake of product from overseas, they don't manufacture anything in those warehouses. So now all us machine operators have to take the jobs that the regular associates have. You know, forklift operating jobs and shit like that. So our pay drops down halfway. We go from making $30 an hour to $15 an hour. We lose our houses. Yeah, Obama administration caused this. We lose our houses. People that stayed in nice ass neighborhoods have to resort to going back to cheaper and mid class and poor neighborhoods, right? Because our finances don't meet our living expenses. Yeah, Trump charged China billions. How Trump be saying it? We charged them billions and billions and billions of dollars. I love how Trump say billions. He was like, we charged them billions and billions and billions. It's like he loves saying the word billions. That's my guy. Yep, that's what I'm saying, John. Yep, them recessions, they from Obama and Biden administration, right? And when Biden, when they took Trump out the White House, right? And they spun the narrative and tried to say that he was the worst president. He was the president that was doing us wrong. When all of these fucking presidents around this motherfucker was doing us wrong. He the first one that said, hold on, America is going to shit. We got to get this shit back like it used to be. We stopped charging other countries tariffs and our economy started being drained and started going down so I'm talking about we hit rock bottom as America. And they tried to cause a distraction and a diversion with the Bush administration. When it first started happening, they tried to cause distraction and diversion when they first started stealing from us and creating these laws to where Wall Street brokers could commit fraud and the feds not be able to come after them. They distracted us with the World Trade Centers. Yeah. Don't believe the World Trade Centers was a terrorist attack. That was a conspiracy. It was government propaganda. A lot of people really lost their lives, y'all. But it wasn't, from what I understand, in the interviews, in this documentary, y'all look it up. It's a documentary called Inside Job. They actually take these employees that work for AIG, which is America Investment Group. America Investment Group was the biggest investment firm in the whole world. Number one investment firm in the whole world. It's AIG, America Investment Group. That was the company that built the World Trade Centers. Y'all listen to the name, the World Trade Centers. Those two buildings, that's where the market was. Yeah, the market that we currently see functioning, that Trump made possible, the market that's constantly going up right now. When they show the market floor and they show all the stockbrokers up there in New York on Wall Street, and they got their headsets on and they looking up at the screens, they checking the Dow, right? That was AIG. None of those people were at work that day. Now they in interviews, and when the interviewer are asking them in this Inside Job documentary, when he's asking them, because they got interviews with terrorists, right? American terrorists, right? Because our government has too, right? Just like we call soldiers and shit from other countries that come over here and fight for their country and blow some shit up, supposedly. We call them terrorists. We have our own terrorists, right? That we hire to blow shit up in America for us, right? American terrorists, they took interviews with um with these people who made the Inside Job documentary, and they said, yes, I work for the CIA, or I work for um, the U.S. military, and what's your job description? I'm a terrorist. What are you trained? What are you trained to do? He said, well, I'm trained to blow up shit. I'm paid to blow up shit. He said, here in America, he said, yes. I mean, it breaks it all the way open. It breaks open how Obama allowed these Wall Street traders to be able to rate triple B and triple C homes as triple A homes. Triple A home is the only good home you could buy. Triple B, triple C, that's bad homes. It's foreclosed homes. It's something wrong with the home. So they basically, all these foreclosed homes these banks had, they basically there were triple B and triple C ratings. They were able to rate them triple A and sell them to us. Dump all of this fucking frauded, foreclosed ass property that they had accumulated. They was able to dump it on us, right? And we spent our savings and shit on these houses and shit. And then when the market fell, we lost those houses and shit. So a lot of people became homeless, right? Trump come in the White House and he instantly says we got to do something about it. Our people in America are hurting. They can't afford shit right now. Everything's fucking high. We got to do something about it. And he did something about it. Food is now back at an all-time low in stores. Gasoline prices are down, right? They shooting back up because we're at war right now. If you didn't know, we at war. Yeah, Iran, they run the Strait of Hormuz, right? They run the strait, the river, I mean the sea, the Hormuz, they run it, the Strait of Hormuz, right? And they was blowing shit up. Our gasoline ships and shit was getting blown up because they got to pass through the Hormuz to get here, right? So they stopping ships on the Hormuz. Iran terrorists are stopping ships on the Hormuz, on the Strait of Hormuz. And if the ship moves after they stop you, they'll blow you the fuck up. So our government, our President Trump, he put all the ships on a halt. Y'all stop. Because citizens were dying. American citizens that worked these motherfucking ships were dying. Being blown the fuck up right there in Iran. This is some shit that's going on right now. Right? He did a deal with the leader of Iran. Right? But the leader of Iran from the embassy, he's not the dictator of Iran. The dictator really runs shit. So it's like the dictator was basically telling Trump, nigga, if you ain't meeting with me and doing something to please me and my renegades, nigga, you're not putting no gas. No gas is traveling to you through me, through her. So now, what have we done? What has Trump done? Trump officially is declaring war. We finna blow Iran the fuck up. You know why? because not because of what they're doing on the Strait of Hormuz, not because of what Iran is doing on the Strait of Hormuz, right? We gave them leeway when they was fucking with Israel and they was blowing up innocent civilians in Israel. Nigga, Israel is one of our allies, and they one of the people that we really don't fucking play about. So if you fuck with them, being as small as they are and not having a big military presence, our military presence that's near them on the ocean, it's gonna barricade around them to protect them a little bit more now. And any threat that we see coming, any missiles that we track above the clouds, our ships is shooting them bitches out the sky. Yeah, don't play with Israel. So we did that deal. But the dictator stepped in and he told his people and his troops, don't move off the Strait of Hormuz. We don't give no fuck about what the embassy, what deal the embassy made with them folk president, right? So watch this. Soon we start moving our ships back across the Strait of Hormuz. The folks start blowing our ships up again. And Trump warned them. They blew a ship up. They blew a tanker ship up. Trump warned them. That's what when he was signing the documents and he had all the YouTube and the medias up in there, and he was like, don't do it. It wouldn't be a great decision. It wouldn't be a smart decision. I love how Trump talk. I mean, it just wouldn't be a smart decision for Iran. And he told them, he said, y'all keep on playing. I'm going to wipe Iran off the face of the earth. Guess what? It's getting ready to happen. Trump just signed a motherfucking deal that is gonna allow our military to operate in his name, President Trump's name, and American citizens. That's gonna allow them to shoot missiles from the ocean, from the ships, from the drones in the sky, right here from America. It's gonna allow them to shoot missiles onto Iran until the motherfucker disappears. They're gonna shoot missiles. The deal he just signed, the military is gonna shoot missiles for a fucking year. Every day for a fucking year until there is no longer out in Iran. I mean, it sounds like a parent protecting their kids to me. And once he clear up this shit on the Strait of Hormuz, once he clear it up, them gas prices going back down for sure. Gas prices gonna be back super low. Because they had got back down to like $2.89 a gallon. Now that shit back up to like $4, $5, and $6 a gallon. Unleaded, premium, and premium plus. And let's not forget about our truckers with the diesel. The diesel is always more expensive than the premium plus. So yeah, I mean, when it comes to President Trump, you can't say shit bad about him. When it comes to lawyer Ben Crump, you can't say shit bad about him. Yeah, like I said, y'all, those of you who just coming in, y'all like the video, subscribe to the channel. What I said is, they trying to take out Crump. They trying to talk down on Crump name like they did Trump. Yeah, they trying to take out Crump like they did Trump. This shit crazy.
The one pushing this out there, so people do speculate ahead of the investigation, not letting it play out. But Brandon, I want to ask you this question. Teslin, 1 second. Brandon, there's been a lot of accusation and pushing that Nolan Wells' white friends have not been questioned enough as if they were somehow responsible for his death based on race. That seems like a highly irresponsible narrative to be pushing, especially when we don't know all of the facts yet.
100%, it is a flat out lie. The police department isn't doing their investigation. They're doing it fair and properly. Benjamin Crump cannot come out right now and say that the investigation isn't going like it should. They're interjecting race into something that has nothing to do with.
My nigga, he just came out and said that the investigation wasn't going like it was supposed to do. Crump already came out and said the investigation wasn't going like it was supposed to do. That's why we was doing an independent investigation. That's why we was doing an independent autopsy. The investigation was not going like it was supposed to go. The family didn't trust the damn police department. Man, this nigga, Officer Brandon Tatum, you the dumbest nigga I know. Nah, you're not a black man, you a nigga. One of the dumbest niggas I know. And that's the thing. Nigga is an adjective. It describes a mindset, a mind state. Yeah.
Really irresponsible narrative to be pushing, especially when we don't know all of the facts yet.
100%, it is a flat out lie. The police department isn't doing their investigation. They're doing it fair and properly. Benjamin Crump cannot come out right now and say that the investigation isn't going like it should.
He just did. He just did. That's why Colin Kaepernick just paid a motherfucking for over $100,000 for a new autopsy. Cause Crump just came out and said the investigation wasn't going like it was supposed to. Brandon Tatum, Officer Tatum, where the fuck have you been this whole time? Where the fuck have you been, man? Those of you coming in, y'all like the video, subscribe to the channel.
Injecting race into something that has nothing to do with race. These boys were friends. The coach came out, who happened to be a black man, that said he don't believe race is a factor. These boys grew up together. These boys go to school together.
And that coach was lying. We broke that out here. We broke that down here. That the coach was lying and he was holding back in the interview. We can hear it in his fucking voice. Talking about he ain't never, the whole time he worked for that school and coached for that school, he's never seen a racist incident happen amongst the kids. Then he tried to cover his ass by saying, well, you know, if it did, I never saw it, maybe, if it did. Man, niggas be lying. Those of you who just coming in, man, please, before you do anything else, make sure you like the video. Comment your name down below after you subscribe to the channel, and we will shout you out. I appreciate the love. I appreciate the subscribes. I appreciate the likes. I appreciate it all.
This is a tragic situation, and they should leave it at what it is, and that's a tragedy. Let the investigation unfold. Benjamin Crump they're already out saying this has something to do with race because the boy was with white guys. That is asinine.
Just like you
that is
described
shameful. to start
Just
that.
like you describe it when you talk about black on black crime constantly. So what a black man, a young black boy, went with his white friends and didn't come back. So why are you not asking the white children to speak up? Nobody saw nothing,
They
Brandon.
got
They
nothing
are
to do with being
speaking.
white.
They are
It has
speaking.
everything to do with the
What-
fact that he didn't come home.
All right, we gotta
What's
run.
white got to do with anything?
We got to
We're-
run.
no,
We
we're-
hope,
we're describing it.
we
Just like
hope
you
that the
described
family
when
can
you
get
talk
some
about black on black
answers
crime.
because a young man is dead, and we want his family
Yep,
to have
for sure,
closure.
for sure.
Tessin Figaro and
It's
Brandon
looking good.
Tatum, thank you so much for joining us tonight. We appreciate it. Thank you for watching.
Yeah, man, that shit crazy. That nigga just hopped the bandwagon. Yeah, Brandon Tatum, Officer Tatum, in the Tatum podcast. Tatum is a nigga that you can't trust. Tatum will be one of them niggas that's around you that you can't trust. He'll pick up shit when you turn your head. And if you ever get into a situation where your life is threatened or your well-being is threatened, you best to believe that he gonna be the nigga that runs. He not gonna be there with you. Nah, he gonna let somebody shoot your ass, he running. And he a retired police officer, he keep a gun. And he not even gonna try to shoot him back. He gonna run. And that's a motherfucker you don't want around you. The one that's gonna run. Let me see.
Every time I check my phone, these Nolan Wells updates get more unpredictable. Apparently, the evidence that they claim Nolan Wells' family and his team of attorneys didn't have, the race hustling grifters, well, apparently that evidence could be going to a grand jury soon to secure indictments. And then on the other hand, Nolan Wells' friends just keep coming out of the woodworks, and each friend that comes out is probably worse than the other. These people are terrible. Let's address Nolan Wells' best
Y'all
friends
like the
who've been
video,
speaking
subscribe
publicly,
to the
because
channel.
one of the best friend and family even dispute if they were friends at all. But let's talk about the best friend or the friend that the family actually.
Hold on, y'all. Public service announcement. Everybody coming in. I need you to like the video right away. I need you to subscribe to the channel right away. We're trying to hit over 400 subscribers tonight. I think we had like 392, which means we only need a little bit over 8 to hit right at 401 subscribers. Just a little bit over 8. Yeah, so y'all like the video and subscribe to the channel to become a part of the family. Yeah, now let's get back into this sound bite. Because I sweat you can get a full clip, not a sound bite.
He knows that, they're confirmed to have been friends. Javon let me down, yo. And it's starting to feel like these best friends that are coming out are compromised. Somebody paid them off, in my opinion. Because this.
Ain't I been saying that? Yeah, that's the young nigga that took the interview on TMZ. Javon. Yeah. I've been upset with him too. He helped throw the narrative after nobody believed Trace. Well, before anybody believed Trace. He helped throw the narrative Tracestin's way so people would believe him. So yeah, Jaden, he fucked me up with that one too. Damn.
Just don't make sense at all. Javon, for all intents and purposes, was really great friends with Nolan. Out of all the people who have came forward, Javon is the only friend I saw who posted almost 100 pictures with him and Nolan. Like 100.
I told y'all, the young nigga Javon that took the interview on TMZ said he was one of Nolan's best friends. When the mom took the interview with the dad on the grill, and she said, we don't even know Tracestin Shepard. Now, if you were to say Jalen or Javon, then yeah, we know them. We know their parents. Their parents know us. We've been over their house. They've been over our house. She said, but for Tracestin to say that he's Nolan's childhood friend or he's Nolan's best friend, that's a stretch. That's her exact words. Her exact words.
So they had to have been, I guess, some type of close. So because you're that close with Nolan, we expected you to be next to the family during this press conference trying to seek justice, trying to get justice for Nolan. But instead, Javon is on TMZ trying to contradict everything the parents and Benjamin Crump are saying. And I'm asking him why? Why would you? Why?
Why?
It's a contradiction. They're not saying the same thing. One of them is telling the truth, one of them is not. We have to get to the bottom of that. It's important.
Right.
And then the fact, Reverend Al, that they have this video of an argument that is going on. And you know, thank God, all young people, they have cell phones, and anytime you hear people raising their voice, they start the video. And so you hear on the video, Nolan saying, "Give me my freaking phone. What are you freaking doing?" And that becomes even more relevant when you think about the story that they are presenting, that Nolan chose to stay behind. That's what.
Javon, have you seen the video that's been going around social media where people think that they're hearing an argument between people and they're wondering whether or not Nolan is one of the people in that argument? You just described that you had another friend, not Nolan, another friend who was in and got into a dispute. Is that video the other argument that you were talking about?
Yes.
So, but is that Nolan in the video?
I can't tell, it's too far away, but in that video, I feel like the voices are too clear, like from the side. It's too clear for it to be that far away, for it to be Nolan arguing. And then also that altercation, it sounds just like.
That's where I said the young nigga threw the narrative. I appreciate that. Like, those of you coming in, y'all like the video for me. I would really appreciate it. Please like the video for me, and please subscribe to the channel so we can hit over 400 subscribers tonight. And then we're almost officially halfway to monetizing in 4 weeks. In 4 weeks, 400 subscribers. That means we literally been getting 100 subscribers a week. 100 subscribers a week. So that means about two and a half months. We've been going a month and finna be a week straight at the end of this next week. But when we monetize, but we have to make it to 1,000 so we can monetize. So we right at 400. And I got faith in y'all. I got confidence in y'all. And I know y'all gonna fuck with me tough. And we gonna be over 400 subscribers tonight. Yeah, I appreciate it, y'all. Let's get back into this clip. Because Jaden, this is what I was saying about Jaden on Javon on this one. I was like, he opened up the floodgate for Tracestin to come in and say that he was that man's friend. Javon told TMZ that he think it was his other friend that was arguing. He was talking about Tracestin Shepard. He said his other friend. He didn't say, I think it was Nolan's other friend, Tracestin Shepard. You know why? Yep. This shit crazy. This shit crazy. It just get deeper and deeper and deeper. This Nolan Wells situation, right? But yeah, I said he opened up those gates for Tristan to be able to come out with a lie that he's telling. Tristan Shepard, you were never Nolan's friend. Well, you might have been Nolan's friend, but you were never Nolan's best friend. You were never Nolan's childhood friend. You didn't grow up with him. Why would you say that in an interview? What are you covering up? Then we broke it here. Tracestin took the interview. I'm finna try to find this fucking interview. Tracestin took the interview. He said in the interview at the very end, he said, no one wanted to see Nolan die. Wanted to see Nolan die. No one wanted to see Nolan's life taken so short. When did you see this? And who made you watch? Who made everybody watch? That because y'all didn't want to see that. Like, you have to watch what the fuck you say, because the detectives will use it against you in the court of law, my nigga. The DA will use that against you, Tracestin. If everybody come out and all three of the white boys right now say, Tracestin did it, guess what, Tracestin? You're fucking going to jail for the rest of your life. We're all gonna believe it, because you already got out in the open in front of us and lied to the media. And now everybody knows you lied, because we put that shit up on blast on YouTube, my nigga. We put it up there. Yeah. Yeah. We put it up there. Okay?
My other friend that got into the altercation on the boat. And they were trying to, like, as he was in that altercation, I was calming him down. They were trying to get him out off the island. They were trying to get him back to land because he was just losing it. So
describe that. That's kind of interesting. What was that about?
He was just very hostile. Like he was just like really like mad. Like they were just trying to, like, the parents on that boat.
He was just very hostile. The parents on that boat. Y'all remember what I said could possibly happen? I said the three white boys, they could have been on Katie's dad them boat. And I said them three white boys took Nolan's phone. So he took the first phone he saw, the nearest phone to him, and instead of it being one of the white boys' phone, it was Tracestin's phone. So Tracestin was acting very wild and crazy. This shit crazy, man.
I'm trying to get him out.
Y'all know y'all just messed up, right? That wasn't smart at all. These kids think they slick, but they not slicker than us. They not slick enough. Hold on to every word he just says. That's very bad news for the other best friend. What he just says contradicts, and I'll be real, it even indicts and take away the other best friend claims of being innocent. What he just said is very bad for the other best friend. Let me explain. Javon just said, yo,
why are Nolan Wells' black friends talking to the media, undermining and rejecting what Benjamin Crump and Nolan Wells' parents are saying? If you notice, none of the white boys that were on the boat with Nolan have...
That's crazy. See, and this is what I said. And all my chat analysts know exactly what I said. I said, Tracestin, us as black people, we never even knew Nolan had black friends. When we found out that Nolan had black friends, first one we found out about was what's his name, Devon. That's the first one we found about from TMZ, right? And we saw the pictures all over the internet, so now we could put a name to the face, right? Yeah, Javon, right? Then you came out. And I was like, nigga, where was y'all when Nolan needed y'all, nigga? That shit crazy, y'all. I'm just sitting here thinking about it. I'm just like, I be having to hold my composure because a lot of time when I talk about this shit, I feel the emotion coming on. I can't let that slide. I can't let that shit slide. Yeah, I told y'all, these folk got paid off to throw the narrative. They come out like they Nolan true friends, but they not. They was groupies.
A word to say, but all of his black friends can't stop running their mouth. We know you took the bag, bro. All skin folk ain't kin folk. All y'all rich folks in Mississippi could spend all the money you want trying to manipulate the media. All the money in the world is not gonna save Warren's stepmama. I told y'all the judge is gonna be going to jail. And I do not believe this bogus statement from this Mississippi sheriff that came out today saying, we do not rush investigations down here in Mississippi. We demanded 48 hours ago that somebody be arrested. And what did I tell Mississippi was gonna happen if somebody wasn't arrested by Monday? The protests were gonna start. There has been a ton of developments in the past 24 hours with this Nolan Xavier Wells case. Sit back, relax. I'm gonna tell you everything you need to know. Then I'll hand it off to you, the out louder. So let me know what you think in the section below.
My boy Trent out loud. We finna hear his take on this. But we're still gonna analyze it and break it down, baby.
As the investigation into Nolan Wells.
Hey y'all. Shout out Cashnet. I gotta say something about it. Some officially in streaming rights. Streaming brag rights. Yeah, shout out Cashnet. Streamers University shit. It makes me excited and happy to be a streamer. I fuck with it. Y'all like the video and please subscribe to the channel.
Tragic passing continues. A friend who was with him on Horn Island July the 4th when the tragedy occurred spoke to Good Morning America about the video of the heated altercation that has been circulating online. The friend, who I am not going to name, a 20-year-old, said, contrary to what people assume, and Benjamin Crump and his parents, it was not Nolan yelling on the viral video, but it was him. The 20-year-old says he was having a disagreement with him.
That's Tracestin Shepherd. He ain't gotta mention his name. We know his name. Tracestin Shepherd.
His girlfriend when another guy, an acquaintance not part of his or Nolan's group, criticized their argument. The 20-year-old said he told that guy to mind his business, things got heated, and he wanted to fight. According to the 20-year-old, it was not Nolan's voice on the now viral video. Why is it only Nolan's friends that are talking to the media? The minute this case broke, every single white boy that was on that boat disconnected their Instagram, social media, and nobody has said a word. We don't even know what their voice sound like. But all of Nolan's so-called black...
Man, Trent Out Loud probably watch us. Because his story is sounding just like ours as we broke it down 3-4 lives ago. His conversation is sounding a lot like ours. don't know. Maybe he like our swag here in Memphis. Or it's probably because I put him out some clothes. Put him out and hung him up like some dry clothes. I remember growing up in the hood, shoes with no soles.
Friends are talking up to the media. And now this is the latest development. I'm going to play you guys a small snippet of the viral video just for those who haven't seen it or those who don't remember. Then I'm going to play a video of Benjamin Crump and Nolan's parents saying that it was Nolan on that video. Then I'm going to jog your memory to a TMZ interview with Javon, another one of Nolan's friends, where he said last Friday to TMZ and Harvey that that wasn't Javon on the video. And then we are going to play this now 20-year-old's new best.
Nah, he meant Javon. He didn't mean to say Javon is going to say that that wasn't Javon on the video. He's going to say, Javon is going to say, what he meant to say was Javon is going to say that that wasn't Nolan on the video, but it was his other friend, Tracestin. You couldn't tell though, really. And then Tracestin come out, yeah, it wasn't me on the video. So now you just got an alibi because you got an alibi because these two motherfuckers, these two young black kids have stepped up in front of you, and you're the ones that left with Nolan. You're the only ones that know what happened to Nolan. But these black kids are stepping up, contradicting everything that we possibly said could have possibly happened. So far. Everything that we said could have possibly happened so far.
Friend, so you can hear it for yourself and hear the disgusting manipulation that people with money are trying to do to sabotage this case. Take a listen. All right, you heard there very faintly, give me back my friggin' phone. Okay. That video came out, I think, last Monday. Now listen to Benjamin Crump, who is the lead attorney for the case, who's sitting right beside Nolan's parents, and you're going to hear him say, this was Nolan on the video. If the lead attorney and his parents are sitting down there saying this is him on the video, why are Nolan's two black friends talking to the media saying, oh, by the way, this is me? Why are you doing that? Listen to Benjamin Crump.
And then this video of this, you can hear an argument going where Nolan is saying, give me my freaking phone. What are you freaking doing? And so then his phone ends up missing.
Okay, now before I play the 20-year-old who I don't want to name, listen to Javon on TMZ. You know that TMZ, from the Ashley Janae case, you know TMZ could be bought out. We all know that. This is not a secret. I'm not even going to say allegedly. Send me a cease and desist if you like. Okay? Listen to Javon. I didn't play this last Friday because I didn't want to give this any sort of coverage because I know how these people operate. But now with this Good Morning America, it's everywhere. Wow. Listen to Javon. This is the first one that they tried to put out there.
Javon, have you seen the video that's been going around social media where people think that they're hearing an argument between people and they're wondering whether or not Nolan is one of the people in that argument? You just described that you had another friend, not Nolan, another friend who was in and got into a dispute. Is that video the other argument that you were talking about?
Yes. In that video, I feel like the voices are too clear, like from the side. It's too clear for it to be that far away, for it to be Nolan arguing. And then also that altercation, it sounds just like my other friend that got into the altercation on the boat. And they were trying to, like, as he was in that altercation, I was calming him down. They were trying to get him out off the island. They were trying to get him back to land because he was just losing it.
Now, before I play the Good Morning America video, I want to make something very, very clear. I am not saying that, let's say this is true. I'm not saying that these boys, if they have information, they shouldn't tell the police. I am nowhere saying that. We want the truth. What I'm asking is, let's play devil's advocate and say these two boys are really Javon's friends and they're really telling the truth and they didn't take a bag. Why are you going on media outlets and saying this? Why are you trying to slow down?
That's exactly what I didn't say. I said that these folks took the bag. I said that they changing the narrative, but that's what I didn't hit on. They're not just changing the narrative, they're going on the biggest media outlets. These are the biggest media outlets. TMZ is watched all around the world. They watch all around the world. TMZ has a lot of influence. Right? ABC News, Good Morning America. That's the whole fucking country. That's aired to the whole fucking country. ABC News, Good Morning America show. You get on there, you contradict Tracestin. He get on there, he contradict the mom and what Ben Crump is saying. Following Javon's TMZ interview. That shit crazy, man. Man, my eyes lower than a biatch. Y'all, I got a Chinese eye for sure. That shit smoking. That shit smoking, my guy. I got Chinese eyes for sure. I got Chinese eyes for sure. I got Chinese eyes for sure. On my Drake shit. Let's get back into it, chat.
The public pressure, because that's what this is doing. If you have information, go to the police and tell them and shut up. This is how come we all know what you're doing. The only reason why you would go and say this to the media is because you want to stifle the momentum that Benjamin Crump and his parents are doing. So we know that you're not real friends. We can see the game here. We're not dumb.
Yeah, it sounds like he been listening to me, y'all. It sounds like he been listening to our podcast. Y'all, this is part 5, y'all. Every day. So that means we done covered this the whole week. Every single day. Straight Nolan Wells. And we've been getting on these folks' ass. I just said that we know that these folks is not Nolan's friends. And you know what? I was getting on their ass. And I was saying, we know you not his real friends. We know this. And I probably made a short of that giant. But I know my shorts videos have been going back the fuck up. Like this Nolan Wells case, I got short videos that's got over 1,000 views. So we know that we're getting some coverage and we're getting some momentum on the story because we have been covering this story wholeheartedly. But we've been covering it day for day for day. So they know we putting in the work, so they're listening to us because we cover the story so much here. They know. If somebody is covering a story over live stream and they're live streaming, they're covering one story and they're live streaming covering this story about one situation, you know, it probably 5 sound clips, but there's one sound clip that we mainly listen to and break down, right? The biggest one. And they're listening to one sound clip and breaking it down for 3 hours, back and forth and back and forth, on some real detective type shit. People listen. So we traction. We did a live stream day before yesterday on this same situation, part 3 live stream got over 4,600 viewers for 3 hours. For 3 hours, man, we did good. Man, we put in the work. But we finna get ready to listen to this clip about Tracestin, of Tracestin Shepherd, the one he took on ABC News. Need a Rolling Stone interview. Nigga, how you get a Rolling Stone interview, nigga? You're not Kiss. You're not Ozzy Osbourne. You're not Jay-Z. How you get a Rolling Stone? You're not Beyonce. How you get a Rolling Stone? You're not Rihanna. You are not Riri. How you get a Rolling Stone interview, my guy? Tracestin Shepherd. Who got you the Rolling Stone interview? Let's get ready to get into the clip.
I've lost my best friend.
This morning, a friend of Nolan Wells, who was with the 18-year-old the day he was last seen alive, is sharing what he says happened during a July 4th boat trip to an isolated barrier island off the Mississippi Gulf Coast. Tracestin Shepherd declined to speak with us on camera because he says he and his friends are getting threats.
We did no wrong here, and we don't understand how we're getting so much hate behind us. We all cared and loved Nolan, and nobody wanted to see Nolan. Nobody wanted to see his life be taken so short.
Shepherd addressed this.
And that's where we was at. No one wanted to see Nolan die. Who saw Nolan die and didn't want to see it? No one wanted Nolan's life to get taken so short. When did his life get taken? And how many of y'all was around that didn't want to see this? Because you keep on saying y'all didn't want to see it. You gave the story up right there, man. And we covered that shit for 3 hours. We listened to that damn interview so many fucking times. And every time we heard something new that gave the feds narrative to take over the case. And we figured out right then and there that Tracestin Shepherd was not, and with no doubt in our heart, can't be Nolan Wells' best friend. Can't be.
Viral video that investigators have been studying. Wells's parents worried it showed their son involved in a confrontation, but Shepherd said that's him, not Wells.
That's the video I'm referring to.
And then I said, what if that was on Katie's parents' boat? Javon told TMZ that it wasn't Nolan yelling, it was his other friend. They got into a confrontation. He never told who the confrontation was with, though, because most likely it was with Nolan, this confrontation, right? But he did say that his friend was getting very hostile, and the person's parents wanted him off the boat. Not the person he was arguing with, but, you know, whichever kid who parent that was, who boat that was, which I believe it was Katie's parents' boat. But everyone protects Katie and her parents in this community. So everyone's jumped in to kind of clear the dust and help clear Katie and Katie's mom name before they even really got involved. But it's like, we shouldn't care. We shouldn't care about none of these young guys' opinions towards or statements towards Nolan's death, because it's gonna lead us in a circle to where we're insane. We're doing the same thing over and over, expecting a different result when we're walking in a fucking circle constantly. We can't do nothing but go into default, shut down, stages of depression and shit like that come in. We didn't know what happened before today, right? But we're finna get ready to find out.
That's me yelling.
Tracestin Shepard wants the focus on his friend.
I want everybody just to relax and let everybody mourn the loss of Nolan.
The thing that irks me the most is how he ends off and says, I just want everybody to relax. What real friend wants anybody to relax when we don't know what's happened to their friend? If that was me, I would have been staying up the entire week on the internet, protesting, doing everything, riling everybody up, talking to the detectives, doing everything I can to make sure that we get judged. Oh.
Come on, Trent. Come on, Trent. We've been saying the same fucking thing. I said it yesterday. If I'm Nolan's best friend, I'm going to do everything in my power to make sure he get justice. To find out what happened to him. If I don't know what happened to him and he left with me, my nigga, and it happened to him, I got to get him justice. I got to get Nolan justice if I'm his friend. I'm not finna be speaking up on his situation, telling everybody to calm down and stop sending us threats and all of that. No, I'm finna say, it doesn't matter about the threats, y'all. I'm gonna keep on trying to figure out what happened to my best friend. That's how we knew you was lying when you said he was your best friend, because you ain't doing nothing towards helping solve his murder or get information or give information that you've already gotten to help solve his murder, his death. Come on, man. Thank y'all for the love, chat. Thank y'all for the love. Thank y'all for the comments down below. Thank y'all for the likes. Hey, y'all keep on sending them likes. Everybody that's just coming in, like the video if you haven't already liked it. Everyone coming in, like the video if you haven't already liked it, and make sure you subscribe to the channel to become a part of the family.
Let's just relax. Let's just mourn my friend, bro. You guys are not even. You guys aren't even hiring good actors. Like, we could see, right? You want everybody to relax. We understand the talking points, but the talking points are clear that they wouldn't be actually coming from a real person. Like, whoever you guys are hiring to do this, they're horrible at their job. No real friend would be like, can we just relax, please? I just have a moment. When nothing is solved and the police are not doing anything. It's just total BS. Anyways, I'm done with these friends now. Let's go into a little bit of good news. Let's talk about the judge and the trouble that she is getting into. And for those of you who don't know who the judge is, Warren's stepmama, one of the 3 white boys that were on that boat, his stepmama, yeah, she's a judge. And I said last week that she could probably go to jail for her statements. Now we have an update. A formal complaint has been filed against Judge Ashley Cole in connection to her public statement about the passing of Nolan Wells. The complaint alleges that Judge Cole violated provisions of the Mississippi Council, the Mississippi Code of Judicial Conduct, and a memorandum of understanding governing judicial ethics. Supporters of the complaint urged that because Judge Cole's stepson, Warren, had been publicly identified as being connected to the events surrounding Nolan Wells' passing, her public comments about the case raises concerns about impartiality and judicial ethics. Like I told y'all. The complaint asked Mississippi Judicial Oversight Authorities to review whether her actions were appropriate and consistent with ethical obligations of a sitting judge. She's a sitting judge. I'm not one to gloat and say I told you so, but when something is this easy, I gotta say, I told y'all so. All right, let's move on to some other BS. Quote, "We do not rush. Sheriff says Nolan Wells' family deserves a thorough and factual investigation." People, if this were true, people would have been arrested a long time ago, okay? Let's go on to some other things that he said. Nolan Wells' family deserves a thorough and factual investigation. That's exactly what they're going to get. I think it's important that we do not put ourselves on a timetable, but I also think it is important to be diligent in gathering all of the facts. I told y'all from last week that I do not like this guy. This is the same sheriff and team leader that said, "Oh, we don't see any evidence of foul play." Every single person that knows anything about this case has some sort of feeling of foul play. How can a person be on an island with hundreds of other people and the only way to get off that island is by boat? Nobody can swim. It's impossible. All of those hundreds of people have made it back to the mainland except for one person, and nobody knows anything? That statement alone, you could tell that there's foul play somewhere. Who would have boats around and see a person there and be like, "Bye, we know that you can't get off of this boat without a boat. Bye, bye." Anybody who left him there, that would be...
Y'all, Trent out loud is killing this shit like we be killing this shit. He killing this shit like we be killing this shit. Let me get a sip of water. Oh, ice cold Sam's Club water. Shout out to Sam Walton. Rest in peace. That's good water, y'all. Oh, Six Maria. You from the Six? You from Canada? Are you from the Six? What? You're from Canada. All right. So, what did I tell you? Didn't I say that fucking judge gonna get in trouble? Didn't I say Mama Judge was gonna get in trouble because she made a statement on social media and she made a statement towards her stepson's innocence, and she used the court seal on the statement, which, as a sitting judge, she possibly poisoned any jury pool, any possible jury pool, if this escalates to a trial, right? Because she's a sitting judge. And I know I just heard Trent go off about the shit. He got a document. We finna replay what he said about that document, because I'm back. I'm back with that ice cold water. Ooh-wee, boy. I'm finna turn this water into a Gatorade. Watch what I do.
He identified as being connected to the events surrounding Nolan Wells' passing. Her public comments about the case raises concern. You guys aren't even hiring good actors. Like, we could see, right? You want everybody to relax. We understand the talking points, but the talking points are clear that they wouldn't be actually coming from a real person. Like, whoever you guys are hiring to do this, they're horrible at their job. No real friend would be like, can we just relax, please? I just have a moment. When nothing is solved and the police are not doing anything. It's just total BS. Anyways, I'm done with these friends now. Let's go into a little bit of good news. Let's talk about the judge and the trouble that she is getting into. And for those of you who don't know who the judge is, Warren's stepmama, one of the 3 white boys that were on that boat, his stepmama,
Yeah, Warren's stepmom. Okay, so thank you, Trent Out Loud. I never knew who the judge was a stepmom to, right? I just called her Mama Judge, right? But she's a stepmom to Warren, Nolan's so-called friend Warren, right? So that's the name we're gonna give him, okay? Warren so-called. So thank you, Trent, because that's the first name that we got that we confirmed that's friend's name. Warren, last name so-called, okay? So his stepmom is the one that's the sitting judge, Mama Judge, right? We're gonna continue to call her Mama Judge, okay? We got the story, we building the characters, the plot is thickening, we busting the book down, huh? Can you say we busting the fucking book down? Okay, in front of 6. Shout out Maria from the 6. 6 guys, 6 guys, 6 guys, 6 guys, 6 guys. Huh? Yeah. Yes, sir. Shout out Maria, 6 God in the chat. Yes, sir. Yeah. OVO affiliate. Shout out to Drake. That's my nigga. That's my big brother. I love him. Love his music. Shout out to Party Next Door, cause he from the 6-2, huh? Yeah. I love that music. Music from the 6. Views from the 6. Yeah, they got the best music. That's all I really listen to. Yes, yeah. All right. Now let's hear what we got on this judge. I done turned water into Gatorade. Jesus turned water into wine. Blockstar turned water into Gatorade. Just want to be more Christ-like. Yeah, I heard that metaphor.
She's a judge. And I said last week that she could probably go to jail for her statements. Now we have an update. A formal complaint has been filed against Judge Ashley Cole in connection to her public statement about the past.
Y'all, we gotta get it. We gotta get it. gotta get it, y'all. We gotta get the highlight. We gotta get the highlight. All right, let's get this first clip of the highlight.
Good news. Let's talk about the judge and the trouble that she is getting into. And for those of you who don't know who the judge is, Warren's stepmama, one of the 3 white boys that were on that boat, his
Mama judge, mama judge, mama judge. You in trouble. I said this shit. Mama judge is in trouble. That was a good highlight right there. Okay. Let's get a highlight. Let's get one. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Action.
stepmama, yeah, she's a judge. And I said last week that she could probably go to jail for her
Warren
statement.
stepmom.
Now we have an update. A formal complaint has been filed against Judge Ashley Cole in connection to her public statement about the past.
We got a name, Ashley Cole. Judge Ashley Cole. Mama Judge Ashley Cole, you in trouble, girl.
Of Nolan Wells. The complaint alleges that Judge Cole violated provisions of the Mississippi Council, the Mississippi Code of Judicial Conduct, and a memorandum of understanding governing judicial ethics. Supporters.
Yes, I told y'all. See, that's what it is. She manipulated her understanding of government ethics. That's the official law that she broke. Right? The government ethics law. It's because I told y'all, I said, she knows when she put that court seal, the public, we believe the court, right? And this is the reason, right? This is the reason why we believe the court, follow the court, and have faith in the court when the court says something with that court seal. Because the court has vowed to protect us from the criminals within us. Yeah, we have criminals around us that mean to harm us. Because we all are different. Some of us are good and some of us are bad, but the bad ones of us, the court vowed to protect us from them. Lock them up or kill them so they can't hurt us or anybody anymore. So when you're a sitting judge and you tell somebody, hey, look, you tell all of these people during an active investigation case, you tell the public, Mississippi, but you tell the world because you aired it on social media that your son had nothing to do with Nolan's murder. Your son is not guilty of Nolan's murder or his friends. So on and so forth. Blase, blase, blase. Rah, 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 rah. Yeah, you're talking a whole bunch of rah, rah shit. Rah, 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 rah. With the court seal at the end of that statement and then your signature. The citizens of Ocean Spring, Mississippi is gonna follow what a influencing judge has wrote as a statement towards this murder case, towards this missing and death case, with the court seal. So basically saying that the court's congressional is in agreement with you. That's like saying me And all the other judges of Ocean Spring is in agreement with this because you all work for the court. You know, you don't really work for us, the citizens. You work for the court to protect the citizens. Let's be frank. Let's be real. Okay? Let's be frank and let's be real. We gonna do that on this channel. We gonna be fucking frank and we gonna be Lucas real, my nigga. Fucking Frank and Lucas real. Shout out to Frank Lucas. Okay, one more highlight. Probably two more. Okay. Let's go back a little bit. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Action.
One of the 3 white boys that were on that boat, his stepmama, yeah, she's a judge. And I said last week that she could probably go to jail for her statements. Now we have an update.
I told y'all.
A formal complaint has been filed against Judge Ashley Cole in connection to her public statement about the passing of Nolan Wells. The complaint alleges that Judge Cole violated provisions of the Mississippi Council, the Mississippi Code of Judicial Conduct, and a memorandum of understanding governing judicial ethics. Supporters of the complaint urge that because Judge Cole's stepson, Warren, had been publicly identified as being connected to the events surrounding Nolan Wells' passing, her public comments about the case raises concerns about impartiality and judicial ethics. You know, like I told y'all. The complaint asked Mississippi Judicial Oversight authorities to review whether her actions were appropriate and consistent with ethical obligations of a sitting judge. She's a sitting judge. I'm not one to gloat and say I told you so, but when something is this easy, I gotta say, I told y'all so. All right, let's move on to some other BS. Quote, we do not...
Hey, I told y'all so. I told y'all so. No, since we've been talking about this situation, the Nolan situation, we started when he first came up missing, okay? So we started last week, right? The end of week before last week, I believe. Yeah, and since we started, I've been saying, since the judge, Mama Judge Ashley Cole, right? Warren's stepmom. I told y'all she could get in trouble for this shit. See, when you into politics, you gotta watch what you do. And watch what you say to who. Right? Because you got power. You got power over the people. And if you're a sitting judge, you can influence other judges because you give to their foundations and shit like that. So that's why the Board of Ethics and all of them, they investigate Mama Judge Ashley Cole, Warren's stepmom.
Rush. Sheriff says Nolan Wells' family deserves a thorough and factual investigation. People, if this were true, people would have been arrested a long time ago, okay? Let's go on to some other things that he said. Nolan Wells' family deserves a thorough and factual investigation. That's exactly what they're going to get. I think it's important that we do not put ourselves on a timetable, but I also think it is important to be diligent in gathering all of the facts. I told y'all from last week that I do not like this guy.
Those of you
this
who
is the
coming
same
in, y'all like the
sheriff
video.
and team leader that said, oh, we don't.
Everybody coming in, like the video, subscribe to the channel to become a part of the family. Once you like the video and subscribe to the channel, you can comment down below and let us know who you are, and I'm gonna shout you out.
See any evidence of foul play. Every single person that knows anything about this case has some sort of feeling of foul play. How can a person be on an island with hundreds of other people, and the only way to get off that island is by boat? Nobody can swim, it's impossible.
Right.
All of those hundreds of people have made it back to the mainland, except for one person, and
yeah, like we said earlier, Officer Brandon Tatum talking about 1,000 people on that island. Nigga, it ain't 1,000 people on that island. If it was 1,000 people on that island, the island would probably fucking sink. Not really, not really, but I'm just saying, 100 people on that small ass island, no. It wasn't even it was a lot of boats out there. Looked like probably about 100 boats, but it wasn't 100 boats. You can literally count the boats on your fingers. That shit crazy, man.
nobody knows anything. That statement alone, you could tell that there's foul play somewhere. Who would have boats around and see a person there and be like, bye, we know that you can't get off of this boat without a boat. Bye. Anybody who left him there, that would be foul play. Why would you leave somebody on an island that you cannot swim back from? So the fact that Nolan was even at the worst explanation that he just decided he wanted to stay on the island by himself, which is crazy, that alone is foul play. So stop your nonsense. Listen to this video.
This recent week, we've got a lot of valuable information that has come from the public. We put out a call to action last week for that information, and it has been very productive for us.
I feel like they put out a call for action to get information, to get leads, to go back to the judge and go back to the family and be like, ooh, this is what we're getting. You have an alibi? You have an idea for this? Okay. And I feel like that's why they're dragging their feet. Okay, how do we do this? Okay, okay. Hey, so we've done our thorough investigation, and sorry we took a little bit long because, it takes a while to like cover things up here. So yeah, he drowned. We don't know.
Man, straight out loud crazy. He said, sorry it took a while for our investigation because it takes a minute to cover things up here. I'm done with his ass, man. Y'all fuck with my boy Trent out loud. Yeah, I love his channel. He's a good guy, cool guy, man.
Yeah, people just left him there on the island and nobody's to blame for anything. Case closed, bye. Okay, try that. Like I said on my last video, which I will put in the comment section and pin, I said if somebody's not arrested by Monday, protest is going to start. And again, I hate to say that, I told you so, but I told you so. Look what's been going on in Mississippi since Monday morning.
Howdy, hey. On the way. God's kingdom's on the way. Hallelujah. 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 Hey, Nolan Wells. Hey, Nolan Wells.
How many of us are troubled by the death of our beloved brother?
Man.
Are we not troubled by it? This is why we're all gathered here, right?
That was beautiful.
Because we are troubled in our spirit. We're troubled in our minds. Because many of us, that could have been our own son. And we have to treat it like that was our very own son.
I am so proud of our black young men.
That's how I'm treating it.
They are here represent.
Howdy, hey. On the way. God's kingdom's on the way. Hey, Nolan Wells. Hey, Nolan Wells.
I'm so proud of my people in Mississippi. All right. That is all I have for you today. Apologies.
Yeah. I'm proud of our people in Mississippi too. Good ass people. Um, Black people sticking together out there in this hard situation, to support this family. Um, Not to say that, that if you have a friend that's outside of the black race, don't help them. No, help them too. Don't don't rush to make one racial situation the outcome for the person that you are. Don't let it change you. Yeah, be angry. Be angry. Be sad. Be mad. Don't let that anger, that madness, that sadness, don't allow it to manifest. Because when we stay in that sadness, that anger, and that madness, and we allow it to manifest, when we get past it, that anger from that situation, that sadness from that situation, it becomes a part of our personality. And just a little piece of that anger or a little piece of that sadness sticks with us. And it changes us. So don't allow it to change you. Don't allow it to manifest. Feel it. Let it go. Release it. Feel it when you breathe in. Let it go. Release it. That's how you do your problems. That's how you do your hurt. Right? Because we're all going to go through things. And it's not easy to let it go. Right? But we have to feel it. Feel the emotion. Eliminate the emotion. When we eliminate the emotion, and most of the time, all you need is the word. The word of God or prayer. It'll get you through. It'll help you eliminate it. That way you get past it. That way you can be great. You can be better. Right? That's what we want for everybody. For everybody, that's what we want. Those of you who just came in, we're wrapping it up. Y'all like the video and subscribe to the channel. We are going live tomorrow. I'll probably try to go live 2 times because I've been trying to go live 2 times for the last couple of days, but I've been super exhausted. But we still been going live once for at least 3 to 4 hours. Mostly 4 hours, but tonight it's gonna be 3, right? But I'm gonna try that. If I can't do it, I just won't be able to do it. But we will go live at our regular time tomorrow for sure. Listen, man. You know what this is. This is Blockstar Image Analytics. They know who we are. We are Blockstar Analysts. And what did we just do with Trent Out Loud? We just analyzed the fuck out of this shit. Listen, man, I thank you, chat. I love you, chat. Don't forget to like the video, comment down below, and subscribe to become a part of the family. Subscribe to the channel, y'all, and be a chat analyst. Become a part of our family here, right? Listen, man, you've been chilling with yours truly. It's Blockstar Image, all the way from Memphis, baby. Don't you forget me. All right, chat. I love y'all. See y'all tomorrow.